I'm dynamite.
Welcome, everyone, to January 27th, the Fuzzy Talk Show, where what do? Well, we just make fun of people, so to speak, and we call them out. I want to start today with a little bit of something that was sent to me, and I'd like to share this. This is pretty much the truth, I think, of how we all feel. And let me see if I can find this for a second, and here we go. This is Glenn Beck. I'm going to let you guys listen to Glenn Beck just for a few minutes. He really says it all. Here we go.
I have, and I think you feel the same, had a gut punch. And I've been trying to put my finger on it, and I've been trying to figure out what to say to you and how to say it. And I think I just have to say it like this. I don't know about you, but I'm tired. I am worn out. I am fed up. I've had enough. I am tired of exposing corruption, doing our homework, going overseas and having documents translated to make sure they're exactly right, presenting the evidence. We know what's happening. Then once we expose it, nothing happens. Nobody goes to jail. Nobody pays for a damn thing anymore. Nothing. If you and I did half the things that people in Washington do every day, you and I would go to prison. Clinton got away with it. Even the left knew that the Clinton Foundation was dirty. They sold uranium to our biggest enemy, Russia. Nothing. No. She can take confidential, top secret emails and put them on her server at her home. Something you and I would go to prison for. We would be in prison for the rest of our lives. Not a big deal. Benghazi? No. Not only did we show you that we were gun running to a group in Syria that became ISIS, that's what we were doing in Benghazi. Not only that, but just the killing of a U.S. ambassador, and, might I point out, on Veterans Day, we abandoned our troops. Did anything happen? Nope. Nothing. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of actually being open and saying, okay, well, let's look into the spying on this presidential candidate. That's a pretty hefty charge. Were they doing it? And then finding out, yes, they were, and nothing happens. He was colluding with Russia. My gosh, that should be the biggest scandal of all time if that were true. If it wasn't true, and it was started, and evidence, paperwork even showed that they knew, all the way to the White House. You'd think that would be even a bigger story. Lying to the FISA courts, nothing. Creating an enemies list, nothing. Using our own intelligence agencies to assist in this operation. Spending millions of dollars on a claim they knew that wasn't true. The collusion on Russia, they knew it before the president was ever elected. The scandal. The loss of billions of tax dollars in Ukraine, no big deal. The lies and the collusion with the Obama administration in Ukraine, no big deal. Hunter Biden, forget about Burisma. What was that, $7 billion? Who cares? Look at Hunter Biden and his father in China. Oh, but we don't have any proof of that. Yes, we do. We have all the proof anyone who cares to be honest needs. We have all the documents on his own freaking laptop, which have been verified for people that were working with him, who were Democrats that had those same emails on their computer. Nothing. The scandal of our Justice Department, the deep state, which I didn't believe in 4 years ago. My gosh, you've got to be dead. and probably voting in the last election if you don't see the deep state. The corruption of our media telling us to deny our own eyes. There's a car on fire, and they're like, oh, nothing's happening here. It's totally peaceful. There's a car on fire behind you, but we're not supposed to notice that. Good has been made evil, and evil is made good. They ask you now to don't believe your own eyes, believe us. Our country is being torn apart on the streets by radicals who are marching with no Trump, no Biden, no America signs. But don't worry about that. This is just a peaceful group. Really? Our children are being indoctrinated with all kinds of crap, telling them that they're racist because of the color they were born with. The teachers' union completely out of control. The lies of Black Lives Matter, Inc. No one seems to care. No one seems to care that Black Lives Matter is actually a corporation. That Black Lives Matter, on their own manifesto, said they wanted to destroy the nuclear family. But that's all fine. Only an idea. Yeah.
And I don't know if we can even add to that. I mean, that is right on the money. That is right on the money. And that is why I say it often. The more you remain silent, the more we are silenced. We can no longer remain silent, people. We can no longer just sit there and worry about people's feelings. We have to start expressing ourselves in every opportunity we have. That means social media. Oh, you might go to social media jail, whatever. But we have to speak up and we have to speak loud. Did you know Joe Biden has been sworn in as president for 1 week? 7 days. And he has already cut 1 million jobs in America, just in the energy sector, by the way, not anything else, just the energy sector. He has cost the American people $60 billion in wages. And we have over 6 million more people signed up for food stamps. This is the stuff you need to start putting on your Facebook posts. This is the stuff you need to start putting on your social media. This is the stuff you got to put in the face of your liberal, educated moron friends. These people will lie. And I said it yesterday, they only got one agenda: steal, kill, and destroy. And that is what they're out to do. And Glenn Beck, first down. That's a great call by Mr. Glenn Beck. This is what we got to do. And we got to stay focused on this. We got to stay focused on the people that stabbed us in the back, and that's the Republican Party. And yes, yesterday I said I was going to try to find out who's up for re-election in 2022, and I do got the list, and I'll read through them. First, I got to straighten some stuff out from yesterday. Somebody told me that I was talking about the women in the military, that I was against women in the military, and that's not true. I'm not against women in the military. I really don't even care if they wear makeup and ponytails or let their hair down or earrings. I really don't care. The point I was making was the military was set up to be a uniform situation so that everybody was together, was a team, and they really couldn't tell the difference. The enemy couldn't tell the difference between the general and the private because of the clothes they wore in battle, except for what was on their collars. And now if you start looking and, they want to start changing stuff with earrings and fingernail polish, whatever, that's okay. But it's just not the army. That's what I was saying. Just don't join. If you want to be separate and different, just don't join the army. That's what I was saying. That's not, I'm against women in the military. I'm not. So I straightened that out. I hope we got that straight. So 1 week, over 1 million jobs lost in 1 week. $60 billion in wages gone in 1 week. 6 million more people on food stamps in 1 week. That's 7 days. The Lord God created the whole world in 6 days, and he rested on the 7th. And I think Biden destroyed the whole country in 6 days. And he should take a break. He should rest. He's probably tired. Over 30 executive orders. Who heard of such a thing? The only time you see them kind of executive orders is, communist country, socialist dictatorship. That's why we cannot stay silent. We have to make our voices heard. We have to make our voices heard. So here's what we got right now coming on. And let me get this out. This is a list of the senators that are up for re-election. And again, thank you, Glenn Beck, for just point blank. Just point blank. Today's my anniversary, actually. Happy anniversary to my wife. And I was going to have, Don Lemon from CNN fill in for me. But again, I think I said it before. You got to at least be able to tell one truth, and they can't tell the truth. They can't even tell the truth. You realize they're calling us as Trump fans Trumpsters, domestic terrorists now. Domestic terrorists. The more you remain silent, the more we are silenced. Get it through. Got to get it through up here. The more you remain silent, the more we are silenced. I mean, is it going to affect your work? Well, maybe. I mean, it might. I mean, but to get America back, we have to talk. We have to let our voices be heard. We already know they're not going to be heard in voting machines because the Democrats got it figured out. They know how to cheat. I don't know if we're ever going to see any more Republicans come in because they know how to cheat. We have to make a stand. We got to continue to make a stand, and we got to continue fighting for the right of the American people, the 80 million people that voted for Donald Trump. Yes, I said 80 million. And I know the media wants to show 74 plus million. But Mike Lindell did a study. He spent millions of dollars finding out, and he himself said 80 million plus people voted for Donald Trump. Got switched over to our socialist dictator. So let me ask you guys, do I got to blow the whistle on you guys listening? A flag for not man enough to speak your mind on social media. Here's some more food stamps for you people that are afraid to tell your neighbors exactly how you feel and what you think. And I'm actually all done with that kind of stuff. I have people say some stuff to me. I just come right back at them now. I'm not letting people push me around anymore. And it wasn't even about this. It was about different situations. You got to start telling people. We got to speak up, and we got to have it happen. So here is a list. I've got it right here on my phone, and the senators that are up for re-election. Lisa Murkowski is up for re-election. Let's blow the whistle on her. Maybe we should penalize her. She has to move to California and live with Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi. She's a loser. Lisa Murkowski of Alaska. Loser. Mark Rubio. I don't know what his problem is. I don't know what's going on with that guy's mind. But I hope the young Trump lady runs against him in Florida next 2022, 2021, 22. Mark Rubio, I'm going to blow the whistle on you for not being able to tell the truth. Another flag on false documentations. There is quite a few. There's also, check this out, Chuck Schumer. Yeah, he needs to go. He's from New York. He's Democrat. We were not really calling out Democrats because we know they're evil. I mean, we already know they're going to stab you. We already know they're going to take advantage of the American people. Man, my goatee is really crooked. Really, I'm going to have to do some trimming or something, or put my glasses on when I trim. But it's a little bit lopsided. Ain't like over here, so it's going this way. But anyway, so Chuck Schumer, Rob Portman of Ohio, he's coming up. Rand Paul, we got to vote for Rand Paul. Rand Paul's a stickler, and we got to give him a praise and an honor. John Thune from South Dakota, he's coming up. Mike Lee from Utah. I actually think Mike Lee might be on our side. I can't remember how he voted. Patrick Leahy from Vermont, another Democrat. And there's quite a few of them actually that are up for re-election come 2022. We need to be sure we're putting people in place. Hey, reach out to your friends. If you think you got a friend that should run for office, oh, come on, what are you out? I mean, you're out nothing. What are they going to do, not vote for you? But maybe you can make a difference. Maybe you can stand in the gap. Maybe you can let that drawbridge down for the rest of us to come across. Maybe one of us have to swim across the Mississippi River and tie that walking bridge up so we can get across safely and secure. Maybe some of us have to risk ourselves to do what's right. And I think it's time. It's time that we stand up as a people and let our voices be heard. I mean, 1 million jobs. I don't know, 60 million in wages. And this is only a week. This is only 1 week. I can't even imagine what next week's going to bring. I can't even imagine what's going to happen. The more you remain silent, the more we are silenced. The more we are silenced. You got to remember that. Today, again, coming to an end, you got to hear Glenn Beck. We're going to give Glenn Beck a good shout out, a good praise. And we call it first down for Glenn Beck, driving down the field. Yesterday, we talked about knowing your enemy. We got to know the enemy. We already know who they are. They're going to change the Constitution to fit their agenda. We, and I say we, have to stand up. Don't be afraid to post stuff on social media. What are they going to do, kick you off? Don't be afraid to talk to somebody. You see somebody walking around with a Biden hat, maybe he's got some money he can give us that lost their jobs. The 1 million people lost their jobs. Why don't you guys that voted for Biden reach in and start donating the $60 billion in wages back to the American people? Oh, you don't want to do that. Oh, you just want everybody to join in and be collectively given to everybody. No, it ain't how it works. Reach in. You guys are the educated morons, teachers unions, just shoving stuff down our kids' throats, false stuff. I was looking at the fact checkers. The fact checkers are just liars. They are. They're just fat out liars. They can't tell the truth. The media's not telling the truth. I think Glenn Beck said it. Good is bad and bad is evil. Bad is good and good is evil, and it's just not right. So today, that's all we got to have for our 20 minutes. This is Jim Frizzell at the Fuzzy Talk Show. Over and out.